Now, why would Rick Ross go ahead and do something like this? Come on, to the black people though, you did it already. Let's start up, but let's go ahead and get straight into what's going on.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing.
All gas.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
I just had to tell him.
I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was, and I came on Face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free.
Now, we ain't finna do too much playing or beating around the bush. Let's go ahead and get straight into it right now. So look, gang, this was going on. The 95 South Show, as you know, is a comedy show that has Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly, and I ain't gonna lie, they is funny as hell. I went to one with Mac Moolah when we was in LA, lived out there, you know what I'm saying? We went to a show. Funny as hell, them boys is crazy. They've been doing stand-up comedy for a long time now. All of them individually, they came up and made the 95 South Show, which is basically a traveling comedy show, I guess you could say. They do sell out a lot of big venues. They do have a big audience, a very big following, and it's a very funny show. I'm funny, like I said earlier. Now, they translated from the 95 South Show just being about comedy shows to doing a podcast called 95 South Show, which is actually pretty funny too, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of celebrity guests that be on there, and they really just be kicking it, smoking a doobie, chilling. It's very, very chill, very cool atmosphere. But when they had Rick Ross on there, everything was cool until Rick Ross said that he had to go to the bathroom, and then he just magically dipped off and disappeared.
The restroom one time, and I'm gonna take this jacket off.
Right,
let's do it. Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing.
All gas.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
I just had to tell him. I said, maybe I can't be there for you, baby. Woo!
Somebody came up just last night.
My knees be like, you keep trying me, but
Filming and do like a pickup or something, or just hook up with you.
Yeah, we good. Oh, yeah.
what happened? He tired?
He had a dip. Something came up.
He had to dip. That's how you dip. Hell no, that's funny here.
Now you see him, now you don't.
Yeah, that's funny here.
Left.
We ain't get no dap.
Now, of course, that wasn't cool, because if you tell me that you finna go to the bathroom, then you magically disappear and I don't see you no more, then the next time I hear about you is production telling me that you had something to do. You know what? It's not cool, but I'm not tripping because I know you important. You got a lot of things going on. I didn't pay you for this, you know what I'm saying? You came free out of your own will. But I'm cool with that, you know what I'm saying? We got a little 15 minutes of you on the show. I can still put you in the episode. I'm cool with that. I'm not tripping too hard about that. The issue is, after you got on my podcast and left, you went to a white man's podcast where they asked you if you was a correctional officer, and you had to answer that question because you chose to go on their platform knowing damn well that 95 South Show or any other block podcast wouldn't have did you like that, bro. And you know that for a fact, man. That shit ain't right. And this is what DC Young Fly had to say about all that.
But he was hurt. He said he was hurt about hard that. Feeling because I'm gonna say, first of all, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I get it.
But I give a fuck because
Try to make it
fuck with you as a person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, do you owe us an explanation? No.
Right.
But as niggas fuck with you.
Yeah.
I think it's just something to say, hey man, just a little respect to be like, hey man, this is what I gotta go. This is what I got going on. Let me woo. I can respect that. That's cool. This is when it get insulting. Because we the type of people that will never bring up nothing that we feel like that can be diminished to your career or anything, nigga. We some real nigga. The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass there for almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talked. And them white folk asked your ass, was you a fucking correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga.
Right.
Got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently,
Right.
eloquently.
Eloquently, right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then I get to sit back and watch that shit like, damn, what's the difference between them and us?
And honestly, I side with DC Young Fly, man. It's a difference if you really had something to do. It's a difference if you really had to duck off and go get some money. But when you just leave on my platform and go to another platform and they low-key try to embarrass you on that platform because they're not a part of the culture. They don't understand the culture. They don't understand that, yes, you was a CEO, but you did it because you was actually trying to help your big homie out. They don't look into the details and actually understand these things. They just try to play you like you a goofy Ricky Ross, Ricky Rose. You supposed to know these things. You supposed to support the culture, but because you didn't, you ended up getting kind of sort of embarrassed on their platform. Then you got called out by DC Young Fly again.
Now I feel disrespected.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, that nigga is a man, my nigga. Oh, don't say money.
Right.
We got it.
Right.
You got it.
Right.
But nigga, fuck you, bro. Don't do us like that. And it's still love, but nigga, don't do us like that.
I respect that. I respect that.
They for me was when he did say something about it that kind of struck me the wrong way was when he was like the little homies and we gonna die, the salute to them. I'm gonna do this for the. Well, if you really feel like we the little homies and we your little homies like that, is that how you do your little homies, my nigga?
Right.
Because when you left, we ain't take none of that shit off the table.
Still there?
Yeah. We kept it right there and kept doing what we was doing. So it was never no disrespect on our part. And we've had many guests come through that, we protect. We protect our people.
Protect these folks.
We protect our people. So it wasn't a situation where we felt like it was something that we thought was going to go the way it went. We just got a product that we love and we love each other first. So we not going to let us look bad for nobody if we can help it. Yeah. So that was the reason why it even went the way it went. But as far as like now getting the explanation or feel, it ain't even about that, but it's just about the, like you said, the respect and the love of just saying, hey man, you know what I mean? If nothing else, come tell us why you left. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come sit down and let us know. And even if you don't want to talk, if that's another thing that we can't ask you about, at least come back and let us clown on the fact. Let us that all come back and get up and leave on you and leave you sitting on the couch one time just for fun. You know what I'm saying?
We got something similar like that to somebody that I really fucked as an artist. We supposed to have 2 Chainz on.
Right.
That's the homie.
He was coming to the studio and maybe like 2 hours or hours before he's supposed to pull up, his people hit was like, yo, he got a family emergency.
Right.
He got to get back to Atlanta. We're going to double back, next time.
Wasn't in the studio. We had a whole thing set up in Jersey. We had a whole sketch.
Whole shit set up. Like we was going to shoot with him.
And
family, what you say family emergency,
all good.
Go take care of the family, bro.
Facts.
This ain't more important than family.
Facts.
But we can't tune into the game at 7:30 and see you courtside at the Hawks game, though.
That's a family emergency.
But see, y'all don't know what
But clearly that just wasn't the it for Rick Ross because, the biggest bosses of all bosses couldn't go out like that. So, he had to clap back in his usual Rick Ross fashion. I'ma flex on you with the money on. And that's what Rick Ross does. Like, anytime he gets into it with somebody, he really flex on them with money. Now, it doesn't really matter if Rick Ross is in the wrong, if he's in the right, if he did something against somebody. He's gonna basically call you poor and say, I have more money than you. And that's just how Rick Ross talks to people. And honestly, I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing if I was up $100 million right now. If I was up 100 M's, I'd probably be talking to niggas the same kind of way. Not gonna lie to you.
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that on face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free. I wasted that nice ass Gucci jacket on that look, man. I couldn't even really wear my Gucci jacket again. But my nigga, I did it for love. And next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper wings. Stop that. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I'll come back on it and I'm gonna walk off there.
Now, even though that the podcast did get booked for free and you didn't get paid to come there, if you didn't want to come, you shouldn't have come, bro. I'd rather you just not show up at all instead of you telling me, yeah, bro, your podcast was free. I ain't get paid to be there. I ain't got to show up. That's cool, bro. If you felt like that, though, Why wouldn't you say this beforehand so we could have just not had your ass on the show at all, or we could have booked somebody else or figure something out instead of you just being like, yeah, I'm finna leave halfway through and have some Wingstop next time, nigga. Like, what type of tough? Like, you think you just tough as hell? You think you the roughest, toughest gangster out there, huh? No, boy, it ain't working like that. But you know, DC Young Fly had to bounce back and say his little 1-2 because obviously Rick Ross done lost his damn mind, so he had to bounce back and say this.
Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free. Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie episode 8 million. Got Country Wayne shit like 6-7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot. And where you gotta go to cool off, I'm going to.
Now, I'm gonna be real with you, gang. Rick Ross is in the wrong. I don't care what nobody gotta say about this, bro. If you didn't want to be on that platform, you should have never signed up to be on that platform. Should have never pulled up. Should have never even acknowledged that they even said anything to you. Could have just kept it playing, kept it pushing. But you decided to come on this platform. You decided to do all this dumbass shit and put this little publicity. I won't even say it's publicity stunt, but that's what it's seeming like. Publicity stunt, leaving, walking off on their platform. Then instead of apologizing, you try to come on social media and try to like play them like they lame. I don't like that for real, man. Especially when DC Young Fly and them, they don't do nothing to nobody, bro. They is real life comedians. Like nowadays, a lot of comedians be trying to dibble and dabble and be comedians and be in the street shit, being a comedian, be in the street shit. These are real deal comedians that change their life, gang. So, and they have a respectable podcast. So I don't understand why Rick Ross did all that, honestly, but you in the wrong, Ricky Rose. And I'm a fan of your music. No cap. I ain't one of these lame ass dirtbag niggas. I've been listening to you for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Sanctified, that's my shit. So, only thing I gotta say is, Rose, you gotta make it right. You gotta do a 95 South show again and do the whole time this time, and then everything will be okay. You know what I'm saying? You won't burn that bridge, but stop just flexing on niggas with the money, man. Everything just ain't about the money, bro. Some things be on a principle. You get it? That's the problem with you young niggas. Y'all niggas don't learn. It's the principle of these things.